This is your evening news update for Thursday, June 3. So glad you could join us. Declaring he's strongly against crime and violence, entertainer Lil Rick today broke his silence on his involvement in the Trojan Rhythm Mix music video. The video, which promotes gun violence, has been strongly condemned by government and the public. Lil Rick says it was never his intention to promote or incite violence in any way, and it was unfortunate that the circulation of the video on social media has coincided with a number of recent incidents in our island which have affected the general public. He made it clear that releasing diverse content is all part of the life of a creative, pointing out that the dancehall genre was not new to him. He acknowledged that some will not like the way he chooses to express himself, but pointed out that he often tells a story of the realities of everyday life for some segments of society. A private primary school has resorted to online classes after confirming a positive COVID-19 case. The People's Cathedral Primary is closed and will be fully sanitized. Principal Heather Bryan has assured the school is following the guidance provided by the Ministry of Health through the COVID team, and the situation is under control. Barbados recorded 3 new positive COVID cases, 1 male and 2 females, from 496 tests conducted by the Best Santos Public Health Laboratory on Wednesday. There are currently 33 persons in isolation. Barbados now has 4,026 confirmed cases of COVID-19. 47 people have died from the viral illness. The Public Health Lab has recorded 171,750 tests since February last year. A total of 80,392 persons have been vaccinated under the National Vaccination Program, and of that number, 60,890 people have received both doses of the vaccine. Technology is key to the revival of the region's tourism industry in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic. That was the consensus emerging from a regional dialogue hosted by the UNDP this morning that assessed digital requirements to operate in the industry going forward. Delivering the keynote address, Director of Innovation, Education and Investments at the World Tourism Organization maintained that innovation was critical given the devastating impact of the virus.
Our main challenge with the small islands in the Caribbean is, of course, to lead by example by fostering innovation and fostering the startup ecosystem. We need to empower startups and to work together with innovators, academia, investors, corporates, institutions, accelerators, and of course the national government in order to talk about sustainable innovation. If we don't do that, and if we don't create public policies that can help them to work together, we are not developing a strong ecosystem.
Director at the Caribbean Public Health Agency, Dr. Lisa Indar, pointed out that technology has played a key role in their fight against COVID-19. She highlighted the Travelers Health Information System and the Healthier Safer Tourism Stamp as 2 critical tools.
These 2 novel tools were specifically for not just innovation, but for sustainable tourism. The Travelers Health app is that central depository of all these regional travel health information that, allows you to get to be able to better decipher healthier and safer travel. So on that app, and particularly for COVID, it tells you what are the country entry requirements, what are the proactive measures for entering and for preventing COVID, what are the testing requirements. It also tells you which facilities are using the Tourism and Health Information System, which is a system of monitoring and being proactive. And it also tells you which facilities have that stamp of a healthier, safer tourism.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional developments in Jamaica, an election review conducted by the Office of the Political Ombudsman has concluded that vote buying is an accepted part of the election process. The report has called for election reform.
The review revealed that candidates in the 2020 general elections were pressured by vote buying. It's a practice which political ombudsman Donna Parchment Brown wants to be discontinued.
Candidates should not feel that they have to give things to people to get them out to vote. And people should not be pressuring candidates to say, I need rice, flour, sugar, cement, cash in a T-shirt to be able to vote.
She describes vote buying as a major disrespect to the political system and wants instead for Jamaicans to focus on the true meaning of voting. The report further outlined that a campaign should be launched in schools, tertiary institutions, and youth organizations to reach out to the youth to educate them on the importance of participating in the democratic process. Executive Director of the National Integrity Commission, Professor Trevor Monroe, believes it's a step in the right direction.
I think it would help, Sanjay, and it is something to be pursued. But I go beyond that. We don't need a campaign. We need, beyond the campaign, to institutionalize civic education.
In the meantime, there's also a call for the election process to be reformed. Political scientist at New Jersey City University, Dr. Jermaine McAlpin, believes more options should be made available when voting.
Persons have also expressed that we need alternate ways of voting, right? What about absentee voting? What about, early voting? Beyond those who are election workers and those who are in the combined military and police services, we do not have this option of early voting.
On the international scene, the White House today laid out a plan for the United States to share 25 million surplus COVID-19 vaccines to the world. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan made the announcement.
Today, we are announcing our plan for sharing the first 25 million U.S. vaccines with the world. First, our goal in sharing our vaccines is in service of ending the pandemic globally. Our overarching aim is to get as many safe and effective vaccines to as many people as fast as possible. It's as simple as that. We want to save lives and thwart variants that place all of us at risk. And as the president has said, the United States will not use its vaccines to secure favors from other countries. We made the decision to share at least 75% of these vaccines through COVAX. This will maximize the number of vaccines available equitably for all countries and will facilitate sharing with those most at risk. And we decided to share up to 25% of these vaccines for immediate needs and to help with surges around the world. We can share these 25% in a flexible way. We're sharing them in a wide range of countries within Latin America and the Caribbean, South and Southeast Asia, and across Africa in coordination with the African Union.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals, as well as Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.